Now we can do another LSAT logic game. We're going to use test number 59, which was administered officially in December 2009 and is available from lsac.org. We're going to do the third game, which is questions 11 through 16, and we find out that Alicia will be taking exactly 4 courses this semester. And she must choose from the following 7 courses: Geography, Japanese, Macroeconomics, Psychology, Russian, Statistics, which is given either at 9 a.m. or at 3 p.m., so they're 2 different things, and World History. No one is allowed to take any course more than once per semester. Because of university requirements and time conflicts, the following restrictions apply to Alicia's choices. She must take Japanese if she does not take Russian. So if we have a not Russian here, then she must take Japanese. She cannot take Japanese if she takes macroeconomics, so we have a conflict here. She cannot take world history if she takes statistics at 9 a.m. So we have a conflict here. But then she must take statistics at 9 a.m. if she takes psychology. So all of a sudden we have a conflict of statistics at 9 a.m. Psychology has to take it then, and world history can't take it then. She must take either geography or world history, but cannot take both. So one of those places is reserved, and we'll remind ourselves that they can't go together. Now as we look at all of these different situations, we realize that statistics at 3 p.m. doesn't have anything involved in it. We'll call that a floater or a free agent. Now we're going to let the nerds teach us about the game as we go through the first question and we apply our conditions. The first condition says that she must take Japanese if she does not take Russian. And we look at the answers, and Russian shows up in A, and in C, and in D, and in E, but there's no Russian in answer B, and there's no Japanese, so answer B violates that rule. She cannot take Japanese if she takes macroeconomics, and answer C has both Japanese and microeconomics, so that answer violates it. And then she must take statistics at 9 a.m. if she takes psychology. And answer A has psychology and there's no statistics, so that answer violates that rule. And then we're down to D and E, and our last condition, she must take either geography or world history but cannot take both. Answer D has geography and no world history, and answer E has no geography and no world history. So answer E violates that rule because it has neither one. It could have violated it if it had both, and so we have to be careful when we get to those types of conditions. Our answer is D. We could have geography, we could have psychology, and then we could have Russian, and then we could have statistics, and because it's psychology, we know it's statistics at 9 o'clock. It's nice to see what a right answer looks like, and now see what happens to the game. Question 12. Which of the following could be an accurate list of 3 of the courses that Alicia takes? Now we have to be careful because it's only 3, but we still apply the rules. Answer A has geography and world history, and that could never happen because it's one or the other. Answer B has Japanese and macroeconomics, and that violates our basic rule. Answer C has psychology and world history. And remember what happened? Psychology needed statistics at 9 and world history couldn't be statistics at 9. So C violates that rule. And answer D has psychology and world history, so it violates the same rule. So our answer is E. We could have Russian, and we could have statistics, and then we could have world history, because that world history could come at 3 in the afternoon, and then who could be here? Well, J and M could either one of those things could go in there, and that's very nice because of the next question. 13. Which courses Alicia takes is fully determined if she takes Russian, and which of the following? Well, look at what happened. The Japanese and microeconomics were alternates to each other, weren't they? But here, when we had to have psychology, we had to have statistics at 9, and because we had it at 9, we couldn't have world, we had to have geography, and it's the original sketch. Don't be surprised if you see something like that on the games, because the games are designed for insightful people, and if you look at it for insights, you'll be surprised how many times they show up. So psychology, answer C, forces everything else. Then question 14, Alicia could take statistics at either of the available times if she takes which of the following pairs of courses? Well, that means we have to get rid of this issue about statistics at 9, which means we get rid of psychology and we get rid of world history, and look at the answers. Answer B has psychology and answer D has psychology. We get rid of those. Answer C has world history. Answer E has world history, and we get rid of those. The answer could be geography and Japanese, because then if we have geography and then Japanese, and then we go statistics either time, well then, what else could we do? Could we put in our friendly Russian again? Isn't that nice to see how the game is building on itself? If Alicia takes statistics at 3 p.m. and geography, so we've definitely gotten rid of world history, and because it's at the 3 p.m. we've got rid of psychology, and we've got to have 2 more courses, and we have to choose from J or M or R, and J and M hate each other, and so it's our friendly R that fills in the solution. And then the question says, which of the following courses must she also take? She must also take Russian, which is answer D. Then 16. Suppose that Alicia must take statistics if she takes psychology, but rather than being restricted to taking statistics at 9 a.m., she can take it at either 9 a.m. or 3 p.m. Good. That gets out of the problem we had with world history, and see what happens to the question. If all the other restrictions remain the same, then which of the following could be the list of the 4 courses Alicia takes? And look at answer A. It gives us psychology, it gives us Russian, and it gives us statistics, and then it gives us world history, which means it can't be a 9, so it has to be a 3, because psychology can go at any time. Now that's a possibility. They're playing off of the original condition that they changed, and then they gave answer A that reflected that change. That's different than spending our time telling nobody what's wrong about the 4 wrong answers, because nobody cares. Testing for the public. Nonprofit since 1985. Nobody makes things easier.